guys, Damont back with another video. As you can see, we got to change the setup. As I kind of basically said before in one of my readings not too long ago, they of course are continuously giving me shit. I kind of shaved a little bit, thank you. But yeah, it's raining outside. Well, first of all, I need to put today's date. Today is Monday, 12:58, December 16th. Just about 9 days until Christmas. And once again, it's just bullshit after bullshit. And I wanted to do a reading yesterday, but it was just a lot of energy, and it was still a lot of energy even trying to like set myself up for this. Cause like I was gonna go live and like do the reading right away, but like I didn't have the energy to do it. So I was just like, I sat the cards up. I at least had the cards set up, or at least not like this. I took them out. So the intention was I was gonna do a reading regardless, but I set the cards up, and I ended up playing Zenless, and my gacha games for the time being, and that's when I really started to really start to get the energy. It started in my leg, which was really weird. So my leg started getting tight, falling asleep, right, and then that's when it started to kind of move forward, and then like I really started feeling the energy. It was like all up in here. It's like very heavy too. So I'm just like going through the emotions. And of course the door is wide the fuck open, so it's just like I'm trying the best that I can to try to like maintain. But I got the door cracked right now, but it's gonna be about like sometime during this reading, you're gonna hear some annoying bitch come through and try to shut shit down. But I've already let her know like she needs to get right with God, or God gonna show her just who's really in control, because she's overstepping boundaries at this point. I'm really sick of her shit. Because there's always I didn't hear this, and you need to talk to your case manager. Bitch, I've already talked to my case manager prior to you starting all your bullshit, and he keep telling me to talk to you. And I'm just like, and I told him this, and she's gonna tell me to talk to you. So I'm gonna need both of y'all to talk to each other about why the fuck y'all not communicating on why it is difficult for me to work in here. Like, I don't get it. They sitting here trying to play dumb, and then try and play me for a fool just because I smoke weed all the time. Like, I may be slow, but I'm always on time. And that's literally the message that I'm going to be probably getting into, because that's what I've been feeling this whole few months. It's been pushback, because you're trying to work towards something, especially when God is trying to tell you to do something, and it's just like, you're trying to break it down to them as very bluntly as possible. No difference in how Jesus was explaining to the people about God, right? And it's just like it goes in one ear and it goes out the other. So as I'm sitting here continuously trying to do my work, they still want to sit here and act like they're surprised that I'm actually in here trying to do something. Like, I don't get it. How's it going? I had to calm down for a second, because this is like, but am I apologizing for my truth? No. I don't gotta apologize for nothing, because I've always been honest. I've always been transparent. There's maybe been one little miscommunication on my end, but the intentions were still standing on me working in here. Like, that's the only one little situation that could probably bring up. It's because I probably wasn't very clear to the head about me actually like doing work in here. But like, why would I just want to come in here just to fucking play around? No, I got shit I gotta do. There's other things than gaming that I have to do. Right now the internet is off, so I'm recording straight from my phone or my tablet, and eventually I'm gonna have to upload this. So again, this is all delayed information, but even if you catch it at the last minute, probably the day before, shit, it was necessary for you. So, but keep doing what you're doing. Stand in your truth. Stand 10 toes. Keep God first. And just watch how shit is going to slowly unravel. Like with that reading, again, believe what you want to believe when it comes to the whole magic thing, but people are really about to start getting like things given to them that was stolen from them. Am I in my head or in my heart? Look at that. part still came out. So again, don't apologize for anything because you've been doing what you were supposed to do. And you've been speaking clearly everybody to what it is that you were trying to do. And if they don't want to comprehend what it is that you're doing, then that's their consequences. So I'm trying to understand. What part of you is apologizing for your truth? Why? Today's soul's action. Today be proud of your truth. Catch yourself when you want to apologize or withhold parts of it. You'll never know whose life you'll change when you are brave enough to speak it. Be the lighthouse that shines on the courage that lives in all of us. This will give others permission to speak their own truth. There is a room for all of us. Today's mantra, courage is contagious. Do you have like your own Wi-Fi or hotspot?
No.
Because I think the internet is off right now. Because I'm recording a video right now, so this is going to be something I have to upload later. Yeah, because it's not on my phone. Because usually, you see, I would have my laptop set up and stuff like that, but I think they did it on purpose because they're trying to kick me out. But I'm keep telling them I have work I gotta do. I get that it's raining, but it's not like a thunderstorm or anything for the Wi-Fi to cut off like that.
Yeah.
11th house, friends. Surround yourself with people that you trust in this time. It's literally that time of the season anyway to be surrounded yourself with people that you claim that you love. Just hopefully they actually are people that love you unconditionally and genuinely as well. Oh wow. The first house, the body. It's time to take care of yourself. But we also have Aquarius and Libra, which are air signs, so it's all about that communication. I know, Aquarius, and Libra, I balance. And then what was Aquarius, Libra? Gemini is the other one. And the reason why that's probably not out here because we just got out of the full moon in Gemini. But it's a lot of air energy. So it's a lot of communication that's being transferred. But with that comes a message as well. Page of Wands, the preventing God. Propagation of light confounds the wicked and slander saves from enemies. I wasn't supposed to pick that up just yet, but karmic past, South Node, people working in their South Node. They're stopping you from your destiny because they're working in their South Node instead of working on themselves. Square, tension, conflict, obstacles, will, power struggles, compromise, stress, weighing pros and cons, negotiate reflections, opportunity for growth. Libra, I balance, negotiations. You know what you're talking about whenever you're talking to somebody about what it is that you're doing. So you have no reason to be apologizing for anything, even if it doesn't seem like what it is that you're doing is true or not. You put the work into it. They have to do the research now. That's not your responsibility at this point. So get out of your head, because this card is here. Am I in my head or in my heart? Fourth house, home, family, roots, foundation, emotions, femininity, mother, domestic, comfort, feeling at home, ancestors, property, family values. With this home and this tension, home and tension, it's a conflict. of Swords, but you have a decision to cut yourself from this tension with this home. But the home doesn't really necessarily mean like actual home. It just be what you consider home. Especially if you feeling like you have to apologize for anything that you're doing, you gotta cut ties with that immediately. They don't understand what your path is, and they don't want to understand what God is calling you to do, then that's on them. Again. You told them about God, so, and God when the time is right, and God presents Himself, they've been warned already. So, Jesus ain't gonna save them. We're not gonna save them. Jesus can't save them for what God is preparing for them. Terrifying. Come on now, that's a preacher. Telling his truth, right? Standing in his power. Standing 10 toes down in his religious beliefs. I know I balance. The tower. We already know what the tower is. That's some shit about to happen. Some shit is about to shake up in somebody's life right now. I don't know why I'm only drawing one card from each deck, but I'm gonna go with it though. But with this tower and this Hierophant, right here with this, am I apologizing for your truth? Again, don't be too in your head about it. The cards speak for themselves, essentially. How's it going? Yeah, I mean, the library, this is a library, but there's like no... Yeah, but the internet's not working right now. Yeah.
How'd that thing go?
Oh, I didn't, it's Friday.
Oh,
Yeah.
like I said, you can't hold shit at all.
Yeah.
I might forget it now. It's all in my head.
Eight of Pentacles. God the teacher. Intellect, talent, provides knowledge.
Oh, do you tarot?
Yes, I do.
I did that shit with this friend of mine. I'm like into that witch shit, bro.
Yeah.
For real. I did like all full moon and super moon.
That's funny. I was just talking about the full moon and stuff like that. I was supposed to do a reading yesterday because it was a full moon in Gemini, but it was a lot of energy going on that I couldn't get myself to do it. Oh, wow.
And I'm a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. Oh, yeah. So your birthday's coming up.
I had.
Oh, you had, right, because we're in Capricorn. Yeah, happy belated. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm into that shit. So I'm just learning. My friend does her decks for me.
Okay.
So like on my birthday, she did a reading for me. It's pretty cool.
Ooh.
It's like pretty spot on. It's like spot on, and then it's like deep.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, I'm like, I'm not fucking with you. I call her a fucking freak.
Yeah. I mean, it's energy, nonetheless, so.
Yeah, she's like really. She goes to like fucking. Like she has a what do they call a coven.
Oh, really?
Like with all these crazy women
Yeah.
that go all on these fucking crazy. I'm like, hook me up with the stripper one. Nah.
I'm pretty sure they're all like that, though.
Yeah, it's hilarious. She's like 10 years older than me, but we just like jive. And her boyfriend is like a little closer to my age.
Okay.
They live together. She just bought a house, on her own. Pretty fucking badass. I'm like so proud of her. And we just met like 2 years ago, but she's like my best friend right now.
That's good.
Yeah. Which is weird because you don't see those things coming. You know what I mean? Like, we do stuff together, but then it like got intense when we got onto that shit.
Right.
Changed the dynamic.
Gotcha. Yeah. But when you're called to do work, there's nothing they can do to stop you. Nine of Pentacles. The omniscient God. Submission to higher orders, identifies traitors, and, and destroys their plans. Exactly.
Yeah, spot on.
Spot
She
on.
actually has that one. Can I see?
The Angel Tarot?
Yeah,
Oh,
they look kind of like this.
Yeah.
But I mean, they all like are. These ones are badass though, dude. These are intense.
These are
they
oracles.
expensive.
Yeah, they're like 30
Yeah,
something like
It's
that.
like that's like the wheelhouse. Yeah.
But it all adds
So
up.
those are oracles.
Yeah, these are oracles and these are tarot cards.
Yeah. So she's starting to do these, and then there's you can do like numbers too, right?
Yeah, a card.
like
You can actually use regular
numerology.
playing cards as well, too.
Yeah, and hers. Some of them have like numbers on these things.
Oh, yeah.
And then so like I fuck with those because I can crunch them in my head. Real quick. So we. That's cool. Man. I didn't even look at that shit.
Yeah.
You are a little different than everyone else, and I guess I am as well.
Yeah.
You just know what way you talk and speak. Don't get caught up.
But the Emperor's at the bottom of this deck, though, so
Emperor.
someone of political authority gives safe travels and protects against conspiracies. So you're doing what it is that you're supposed to do, and it's ordained literally with the Hierophant there by God on what it is that you're doing. So don't apologize for your truth. Stand 10 toes down. You know, and you balance. Libra Aquarius. Don't know if you are Libra Aquarius, but that's the energy that you carry because you have the body card here too. And underneath that is Virgo. So I analyze, and stability is there. So everything
Aquarius
is
are weird in my life.
Aquarius sign.
A lot of them.
Mm-hmm. An Aquarius hurt my heart.
Yeah. What's that birthday?
Like January, February.
Yeah. It's like so that 1 week of January, like 20 to 30.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I have every fucking day in like multiples on some. My mom, my ex. I just live like it's I just like I don't even try to remember people's birthdays. I just like text them randomly that week, and I'm like, oh my god, right?
Exactly.
It's not like they're all like fucking like Valentine's like winter like babies. You know what I mean? They're all like stuck inside, fucking for like a couple months, and boom,
Yep.
caught her on the fucking rabbit go. Whatever, you know, it's like around that.
Mm-hmm.
Before, Have you ever read Siddhartha?
I'm not much of a reader, but
I'm not either, but I got it and I haven't read it because it was like super. It's like a quick read. It's super
Okay.
short, but it's like Denzel Washington's favorite book. And
got you.
it's a lot of like interest. It's like it's
Short
not-
stories or something?
No, it's a novel written by Carl Jung. No, not Carl Jung. The other guy from that era.
Okay.
Herman Hesse.
Oh, okay.
It's written by Herman Hesse. It's like his basically only like novel because he's like more like theory and like he's into all kinds of weird shit. Like,
Mhm.
But it's like very famous and then yeah, it's like a coming to age, a coming like whatever, you know, journey of life, whatever. I
Gotcha.
didn't read it. I read it. So I wanted to deep dive it, you know, like highlight it, reread, you know, like go over
Right.
it again, analyze certain aspects of it that different than
Right.
because I don't like reading either. So I was like.
Right.
Easy. It's like $6. It's like this big paperback, and it's like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But
Like
it's probably like a
Alchemist
lot
kind
of words.
No, it's like The Alchemist. Have you ever read The Alchemist?
I've heard about it, but
I haven't read it either. But again, my brother's like, yeah, it's like one of my brother's favorites. And a lot of people mention it. It's super easy to read. It's like you would think like it's like a 10 or like a 10-year-old would read.
Oh,
like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Gotcha.
not like as far as the length goes. The ideas and the wording is obviously adult level, but as far as like not like this. You know, this would be like telling.
Right. Oh, wow.
Like summaries.
Yeah.
I got this one since we were talking about it. I have no idea. It just sounds gonna be good. First book in a series of something with
Right.
angels, demons, whatever.
We got dragons and magic in it. I'm all for it.
Yeah, fuck it. I need to go somewhere else from that.
Mm-hmm.
An empire spiraling into chaos.
Oh,
It's time to choose a side.
Right.
Come on.
You read fantasy?
Me?
Yes.
Who you read?
Well, it's like more so comic books though. That's the type of reading I do. I don't do like.
I do comics too. Who you
Really?
read? Who you like?
I like Spider-Man, Scarlet Witch, Wiccan, Hulk.
Like the Avengers?
Oh yeah, the
Like
Avenger.
Avengers?
Yes.
You like the Inhumans?
Mm-hmm. The Inhumans, X-Men.
X-Men.
Yeah, Storm.
Okay, yeah, you gotta have them guys.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get Silver Surfer.
Oh, Silver
Silver
Surfer.
Gotta get
Yeah.
him in there.
Gotta
He's
get him.
old time.
Mm-hmm.
He's not new. He's old time.
Definitely. I'm surprised because they just released a Marvel game not too long ago, and it's like you get to play with all these like characters,
Mhm.
but they don't have like the whole roster there. So hopefully, Silver Surfer is one of the characters they would put in here. I would hope
They
so.
made a movie with the guy.
Yeah, and the Fantastic Four.
Fantastic
The
Four.
Fantastic Four. He had his own cartoon on Fox.
Oh no, that's the other guy.
Think-
No, I'm trying to. Who's the main guy in Watchmen? That dude kind of, but he's not. That's
Who?
Silver Surfer.
What was his name?
In the comics called Watchmen, but they're like this dude. was
Mr.
like,
Manhattan?
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But that, yes, different.
The
And then in the
Watch
comics,
that you talking about?
The Watchmen.
He's the man in there.
Oh,
In
he,
comics, he's the man.
The Wa-
He stands on like an alternate, different universe.
he's
Yeah,
talking about
that's-
the Watcher, but the Watchman is something different though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Watchmen is different.
Yeah.
That's the movie.
Yeah.
and then there's so in when I was growing up, X-Men was like shit on Saturday mornings, like 11 o'clock,
Yeah.
11:30.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. So like even like into like high school, like we would go to like one of our buddies' houses and like watch it like 11 times, watch these fucking because we loved it. And but I feel like Silver Surfer appeared in that. That's like a completely different storyline.
He appeared, but most likely it cost him to have a spinoff because he did have his own show as well.
Yeah, and then and they had that whole season that was the Phoenix saga.
Yeah,
where-
the Phoenix Force and all
But
that.
that's completely told
He's-
completely
he's
differently
different.
in the
comics.
theatrical version.
Yeah, the
as it
movies
is
as well.
Yeah.
Savage Submariner. Remember him?
No. Oh,
He
this
was
is
equivalent to Aquaman. The Savage
yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
Submariner,
Savage
yeah.
Submariner, you know.
Yeah, I liked. I mean, they did a horrible job with Gambit.
Gambit,
The
yeah.
character they created for him was hard. Was it Channing Tatum?
Channing Tatum,
How about some
yeah.
evil guys? You know any evil guys? Come on, everybody. get
Sinestro,
Yeah.
Who?
Sinestro, Sinister, Apocalypse. Oh, you can't really say he was evil though. He was more so trying to make things right. Magneto.
Trying to destroy the fucking universe.
Well, I mean, he was taking back what was rightfully his though. So
Yeah, Magneto's Magneto's
Magneto-
scary.
Magneto, he has his own agenda.
Yeah.
He's not really an evil guy.
yeah,
Right.
But if
It's-
he come to do something, he's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Boom,
it's a moral thing with him. But it's a moral thing with Xavier as well. But it's like
Yeah.
they always compared Xavier and Magneto to Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, because that's literally how their philosophies are. Malcolm X would be Magneto, Dr. King would be Xavier,
Right, like the more like
Xavier's for
the people.
let's work together.
Mhm.
You know, he's
All join
controlling
hands.
big crowds.
Mhm.
Big crowds. So he's like, the cinnamon over there is,
Mhm.
and he knows what's going on. You know?
I liked also in that cartoon.
How about Galactus?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Galactus. He's the ruler of the universe, right?
He's the guy who just comes and eats the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I love in
He's the guy who created Silver Surfer.
the actual like
Because that's what showed up in the movie as well.
the actual book, the comics. I
Mhm.
loved Sabretooth. Like,
Sabretooth, oh,
They depicted him in the
Yeah.
cartoon sketch was way. They didn't do him justice.
Justice in the
They didn't do
movies.
it at all.
Mhm.
How about Juggernaut?
Juggernaut. Oh, yeah.
How about the This is an old character, but maybe you know the Bi Beast.
The who?
The Bi Beast. He really only came out in the comic books. He had like 3 arms over here, 3 arms over there. Looks like Juggernaut.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
So it was like the beast to like.
How about
was
the
like
Green Goblin?
Oh, yeah, Green
How
Goblin,
about
Vulture.
Doc Ock?
Doctor
Yeah.
Octopus, yeah. Mm-hmm. Venom.
Venom,
Mm-hmm. Carnage.
the Shocker.
Oh yeah,
Venom-
Shocker.
Wait, so Venom is in the comics.
Mhm.
Is it Spider-Man gets bit by?
No, the Spider-Man gets bit by the radioactive spider, but that's how he becomes Spider-Man. But Venom is like a alien, basically. It's like it came from a meteor, and it's like this like little amoeba or a sentient,
Right.
basically. It's just like it just attaches to you, and it becomes like alive.
And right, so the Venom gets into him. So this particular thing, the Venom got into Spider-Man and
Yeah.
created.
The black suit Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
gotcha. Okay, I forgot how that played out. Like,
How about the Red Skull?
Oh yeah, Red
I don't
Skull,
know
Captain
the Red Skull.
America.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bucky Barnes and
Yeah.
I was like, more, I wasn't thinking
Falcon.
Captain America. I was
Falcon.
like G.I. Joe. Like, so that was like my.
I like G.I. Joe.
Yeah, that was like my.
They get busy.
yeah.
Commander. That weird shit, dude. They had like one season where you like turned into like it was like a snake under that fuck. I was like, dude, I'm fucking I'm like, that is not a snake under that fucking suit.
To be honest, I like the evil guys.
Believe it or not.
I like them.
And like He-Man like was my.
Oh, Skeletor.
Yeah, like that whole
He-Man
crew.
was my shit.
And they had their crews.
Yeah.
How
Like
about
Thundercats.
Space Ghost?
Space Ghost.
Thundercats.
See, I didn't really knew him as a superhero. I knew him as a talk show host growing up.
Space Ghost?
Space Ghost Coast to Coast was a talk show host, a talk show he used to have on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
It was him and Mantis would have it.
I remember the cartoon. Space Ghost.
Yeah. And then Birdman as well. I knew he was a superhero, but then later on down the line, he had a show on Adult Swim, and he became an attorney. Yeah.
There was a cartoon right about Space Ghost time. Had this little thing in there, blip, they called it. What was the name of that?
Blip, blip.
Remember that?
Blip.
The guy could fight good,
Yep,
and
yep.
he had this other little creature with him that could shoot out these things.
That was a He-Man?
I think that was He-Man.
Yeah.
And a little blip.
I can't,
Yeah.
Soft little.
I can't like think. I can picture that
I
happening.
can't.
but
I can't.
I can't.
I remember the name of it.
I can't.
So another one the movie did not do justice to was Thundercats.
I was about to mention Thundercats.
That was like the
Yeah.
third cartoon.
Thundercats was
And
like.
I think they tried to do something at one point. It was horrible.
Yeah. It
I
did.
liked the cartoon. I used to
Yeah.
watch the cartoon, but didn't really do much.
What's that?
Thundercats. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was like real little for that. Like so, like that and He-Man was like Sesame Street time for me as well. You know, like it was like that time in my life. So, and plus I never had cable growing up, so I had the fucking money years
Yeah.
until I was like an adult for real. Like, and so we got 3, 6, 10, we got 17, 29, 57, 69 if you want fucking local access, and yeah, Valley, and you know, you could catch a couple New York channels if you really wanted to, but like, what's the point?
Yeah.
They never came in clear.
This generation is going to miss how television used to be with the TV guide.
Yeah, and just streaming alone, like
Yeah.
their idea of commercials are advertising.
Yeah, I mean that's literally what it is. But it's just like you kind of, I guess, get to choose if you want to watch it or not, versus having to watch it on TV.
Here's the other thing I noticed with like my nieces.
Keep talking again.
Hey,
Appreciate that.
Have a great day. So the other weird thing is, I'll like make references to shit,
Mm-hmm.
and like my nieces will be like, "Oh yeah," and I'm like, "You did not fucking watch that." But it's like they know because they just went on YouTube to watch
Watch
that
it.
scene. You know what I mean? So like, you have this whole generation of people that has this knowledge of
Instant,
this shit, of
yeah.
like Cliff's Notes of everything. Like their lives are going to be Cliff's Notes. Like that's what it is.
But at least they have access to it a lot quicker than most people in our generation did at point.
That is true, but I feel like I think you're undermining the value of the actual experience of
Having
those
it,
design,
yeah.
or not design, but like if you
The
create
original
something,
content.
you create like a movie which takes a lot of millions of parts moving and all this time and effort, and then someone's like, yeah, I just watched like the 3 best scenes. It's like, yeah, that's why I hated watching trailers, because you fucking put in the best scenes, and a lot of times you go to the movie and you're like, well, that it's a bad movie too because you're like you put all the best shit in like 2.5 minutes.
Basically,
Like, come on.
and now the movie is just basically in one short commercial, right?
And if it's like an action movie type thing,
Yeah.
you know one of those scenes is one of the best fucking scenes in the movie.
That's crazy.
But to me, that's so interesting because that is only one. That's like my sister's kids. Now my sisters are a decade older, so it's like whatever. But so what do their kids like? They're just gonna be like, oh, and then like scene from like True Romance,
Yep.
and then all of a sudden it like pops up on their
Yep.
fucking eyeball
Yep.
screen, and
Yep.
then, like they don't even say anything. They just think it, and then like
Yeah,
boom.
that's AI essentially, AI technology.
Well, they got us hook, line, and sinker already.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's just on their phone. Like, I took a train to Philly the other day, did not even take my phone out of my pocket. I was like, no one took their fucking faces off of their phones the whole time. I was like, looking at the dude in front of me just to see. He's literally just going like this. Like,
Yeah, just
through shit.
scrolling.
And I'm like,
Because they don't know what to do with their hands. That's what it is.
or just like sit there and fucking
And just-
take a minute and like breathe. You're like freaking out about like, and people are like anxiety and this, and it's like, well, who started this stupid fucking fear of missing out? No wonder I was scared. You're not scared of anything like that. That is not fucking scary. You just missed it. Sorry, you weren't there. You're not gonna be everywhere at once. Now, I realize that you think you can do with TikTok and all this bullshit and these
Right.
live feeds and shit, but like that's not how it works.
Right.
So they're like stuck in this thing where they don't really know what fucking reality is.
Right.
And the people that are trying to control it completely are exactly where they need to be with all the fucking things in place. So you can call me crazy and be like, conspiracy guy, I am not. I am just taking what I know and what I see and have experienced throughout my life and applying it to
Exactly.
what I see happening and trying to like look at the future with some foresight.
Mm-hmm. Foresight.
In fact, I'm like, I don't know if I even want a fucking cell phone. I'm like, it's so nice to kind of be like, all right, bitches, come get me.
Right.
Everybody's
Just
fucking
catch me when you
me.
can.
Yeah, come
Exactly.
find me. Come find me.
Exactly.
I'm on paper, like, well, shit, that lady wants to talk to me, like, I don't give a fuck, dude.
Oh, did you ever meet your case manager yet?
Nah, I'm not gonna get it till after tomorrow, they said.
Oh, well, that's good because if you did, because the case manager is here today, so at least the one I was telling you about, he had the orange hoodie on.
Yes,
Yeah.
I got the word.
Yeah.
And then I heard the word from the lady. Did I tell you that?
No.
Did you hear it?
No.
I like walked in, she must have fucking had eyes and like checked our room at some point or doing something. I walk in from doing my laundry. I've been gone for like almost 3 hours. You know, I was like just sitting chilling doing my thing. I had to wait and then my shit had to take like an hour and a half, you know?
Mhm.
And I walked up to that and I literally am folding my fucking clothes, dude. Like I just go in the back and get out of there because there's other people waiting. And I'm like, whatever. I hear like boom, boom, boom. I'm like, anytime people knock on the door, like I have my one dog trained that if they knock, you fucking light it the fuck up. Like, my friends, I'm like, yo, just walk in, she won't do shit. You know what I mean? Because she knows if you're knocking, you're not supposed to fucking be there. Because
Right.
it's like somebody's selling something or coming to do or whatever. It's just, or like sometimes it'd just be people out of habit that didn't know or
Yeah.
like first time coming over and I'm like, sorry, dude, my dog is not like like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, she's like, starts yelling about the fucking windows.
I did hear that. That was when she was trying to tell me to clean up her hair. And I told her,
Oh, she came over here?
yeah, she came over here first and then went over there. And I told her she need to get right with God because, like, there's work that I gotta do. And, like,
What's she trying to tell you to do?
she wants me to stop doing this.
I actually heard you that.
Yeah.
Because I was like folding shit. I wasn't like paying attention. I'm not trying to listen in on people.
Yeah, but, like, these walls are kind of thin anyway, so.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you know, this is tarot work. I mean, some people have their own way of trying to do things, but I really feel like God is calling me to, like, give out messages for people, you
Well,
know?
not only that, dude, that's what you believe in. Fuck, that's your religion.
I mean, literally, this is the message is kind of
That's your
insinuating.
religion, though. Like,
Right.
If anybody ever questions my shit, I'd be like, talk to my God about it, bitch. Talk to your God about it.
That's what I'm like. That's where I'm at with it right now, because it's just like the cards are literally been trying to tell people like if God is calling you to do something and then like you're explaining to them what it is that you're doing and they're still trying to push back. There's going to be consequences for that pushback that they're doing, and I'm trying to warn them too.
So here's the thing that I've discovered recently because I always, you know, like I have an issue with the God word, but I had like a major breakthrough in that, like, because it's always been weird to me, especially being in 12-step programs, that it's like the Christian version, but they're like, no, it's spiritual. I'm like, this is
this is
It's a
religion.
contradiction.
Right, yeah. So like, I don't like people that talk out both sides of their mouth. So they're doing it on purpose to create this confusion, and it's messy. It's gross.
Yeah.
But to me, so they use the language. They capitalize the word God with a capital G, and they also refer to Him with a capital G.
Mm.
They don't say Jesus, but they like refer to Him. So you're giving Him like what is that? What's the name? It's a personal pronoun or no?
Yeah, pronoun or
Or pronoun, whatever. There's a word, but you know what I'm talking about, like a name. You're giving him like a name because that's why. What else would you capitalize it? Like you're referring to a specific one, and you're also referring to its sexual or like
orientation,
or not orientation, but their identity.
Right.
Which, okay, so if you go way back to like the first things of God, they can like find. It's like wait, it's really fucking long time ago, and they're like these statue things of these women as like giving life, and like really like not disfigured, but like abnormally like shaped for the fact that they give life.
Right.
And so, and that's just like an idea of God. So when you think of, and so you can have like up until our fucking stupid shit, everything was like polytheist. You know what I mean? There was multiple different ways.
And every religion looks like that.
Right.
You know.
And then something happened along the way. People take this shit and like everybody else, they fucking make it into some twisted, perverted version. And then they're like, fuck that shit. That's not real.
Right,
And they're like, what? And then it's like finding out about Juneteenth. I'm like, I like fucking lost my shit, dude. I was like 40 years old. I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, wait. No.
Right.
No.
Right. Let's talk about it.
Wait, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about all the other shit.
Right.
And then if all that other shit is actually true, then what the fuck do I actually know?
Right.
Like, what did I know?
What did I know?
I got fed some fucking narrative that fit somebody's fucking
agenda.
Like, exactly.
Agenda and propaganda.
I'm like, this is fucking insane. I'm like, that was not that long ago. We do like a major thing in education. At least I thought. I went to a private school. We like did like a whole day on MLK. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and you could pick workshops to go to. Like it was a big thing. I was there for 2 years. So like, it was a. I don't know. Like my table to sit at is fucking Abraham Lincoln, Martin Luther King, and then the third one is an artist. It's either Basquiat or Van Gogh, like right off the top of my head. Now we can go anywhere from out there, but like, because those two guys, everyone thought they knew them, or like, everyone's been trying to figure them out. It's like, can you just let them be like misunderstood? Like, I think that's kind of what they are. Like, we're never going to figure this shit out. Like why there's only one of them. Like, there's no other people that do, like, no one can even fucking paint like Van Gogh.
Nobody's gonna cut off their ear too, and in the love of art at that too.
Right. There's a Dutch tattoo guy. I follow him. Well, I call him I because his name is Dylan and his last name is totally Dutch. I'm not even gonna try to say that. And then he's also like a world class like Olympic speed skater, and then like got into like tattooing. So like now he's like he's not doing the athletic stuff anymore. You can tell he's like having a kid, but his shit is so cool. He has this one version of Van Gogh's self-portrait, like it's kind of fake, but it is of his self-portrait with like a weird frame on an easel and with a knife, and then like he does like rough shit with like really fine shit with a knife, cutting out a piece with his ear on it, and it's moved with the knife here, and then there's like some other weird shit, like it looks like drawn with like it's pretty cool the stuff he does. And then he also does this other shit that I've never seen anyone else do. I haven't seen his actual technique, but he makes tattoos look like metallic.
Ooh.
Like chrome. I know, I was like, what the fuck is this dude doing? Like him, and there's this other guy, this French guy named Sad Sid that I like. Because I'm just like, I can't even trust anyone in the fucking States. Dude, fuck them all.
Right.
I'm like, they're like, yeah, the cops are the good guys. I'm like, no they ain't. You want to be a cop when you grow up? I'll fucking smack my kid. I don't even like that shit.
Unless you be a double agent and you in there to help the real people.
Unless you're working for Internal Affairs. And even then, I don't like fucking rats anyway, so it's like, Jesus. But that shit like pisses me the fuck off. Like Abraham Lincoln, because you know what? That takes some fucking balls. Like, he knew what he was getting into. He understood the situation for what it was and realizes the fucking sacrifices that had to be made, and he fucking did it. Like, you can't take that away. Like, that killed him, literally.
But that proved his point, though. It was worth dying for.
Exactly. Like, it's absolutely, like, profound to me, dude.
Yeah. Poetry.
Like, and he had, like, a very strange life, as is anyway, but, like, the fact that, like, you know that some people in the, like, you know, basically the whole country doesn't want this shit.
But the fact that, like, I think the lifestyle that he had to go through, it had to get him to relate to the slaves in order for him to free them. Because no other president before or after him lived that life that he did to really relate to the slaves. So that's another reason why he's, like, so important.
I mean, like I said, he's like one of my idols. I mean, MLK for sure, just because of the way that he carried himself, like through, and I mean the message obviously,
right.
But the way that he didn't waver and he didn't have to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he walked his path like to a T, and it was a really good, like, I'm not gonna say he's a perfect person.
Oh yeah, everybody knows. Everybody knows he's not perfect.
Yeah. So it's like
his intentions.
But it's like he like saw it. He had that, like, that thing that we're talking about like, where's this shit going?
Yeah.
He saw that.
Yeah.
Like, and same with Lincoln. Like, they saw it, but even they couldn't fucking change it.
Yeah.
It's still the same shit.
It's not that they couldn't change it. It's they only are able to have a delayed response from everybody.
And but to me, I don't feel like anything's really changed because it's an idea that has trapped people, where ideas can change, but you need people to buy in. What the idea is the ignorance. So if it's bad for me, then fuck it. Or if I don't like it, it's bad for me. Or if, you know, and then you're going down the wrong path, and next thing you know, it's like,
You're addicted and all
you don't even know that, like, you don't even know that we fought a civil fucking war. You think the last war we fought was the Revolutionary War on this like ground? Like, you're fucking idiots.
Right.
There was a couple of them actually since then, in case you were wondering. You know? Like, just saying.
Shit.
But it's like, and then I don't see that. I just don't see the progress. I see a very little bit, but I see shit going the other way worse.
It's like take one step forward and 2 steps back.
Like 10 back.
10 back. But again,
So then it's like, but that's counterintuitive. To me, that means we are actually going to end up.
No. Because at some point, people like you and me, because there's going to be more of us that's going to see the bullshit for what it is. At some point.
I think we already do. I think that's why I was like, as soon as I saw those results, I was like, like, voter turnout, like, totals never go down or, like, stay the same. Sometimes they go up a little bit, but that's rare enough in itself. It always goes up.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was the exact same. I'm like, there's no fucking way. But essentially, it is people like us that are like, it's fucking rigged.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I voted. My first election was Al Gore. And I was like,
well, I don't think I was able to vote yet, but I was voting. I was going to vote for him if I could.
That was my first election I could vote in, and I'm like, this is how this shit works.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this, I'm not voting. I'm not like and then I was like, wait, so votes are like weighted, so it's like this state's worth more than that state. So basically, Rhode Island, Jon Stewart had a great fucking line on one of the Daily shows during the thing. It was like, and the rest of us in Who Gives a Shit a Stand. You know, it's like,
right.
There's like all the swing states, and then Who Gives a Shit a Stand is like all around it, surrounding. It was like Kentucky to Georgia.
Yeah. That's funny because like red states and Pennsylvania became a red state this year too because of this.
Yo, you go like Lancaster, dude. It was so fucked up. I was like, that was another thing. Like, it was almost as mind blowing as like. So I'm in a room like this big, full of like, it's about 28, 30 guys. Very white. Very, very white. I mean, it's fucking Amish country. There is like an Amish dude in here. We're calling him fucking Jebediah because he looks like fucking other Amish dude because they all fuck each other. But here's the kicker though. I'm like, because this one dude, I forget his name. I don't fucking care about names. Like, I was only in there for a little long, but this one guy, I liked him from New York. Gay, African American guy, you know, he was cool as shit though, like, whatever. And these guys are like picking on him and shit, and I was like, they talking shit, dude. He's like, fuck them, shit. I was like, alright, I was like, you let me know though. Like, I liked him. Like, I didn't give a shit. I don't like play by other people's like.
Bullies.
Don't judge me, because like if you're gonna judge me, you're not gonna like the way I judge you, and I'll let you know about it, and a lot longer. Like,
Yeah.
It's just I don't know why people still think that they're gonna do this with me, but they still try. But like, where was I going with that? That other part I lost that about right before I said that.
It was somebody was bullying the guy,
Where bullying the.
the black guy.
Oh yeah. So then we're in that room with these guys, and like every time something came on TV or whatever we're watching, and it would be like, because it was all like YouTube and shit, it would be like Trump stuff or like Kamala and these dudes, you know the fucking crew, fucking, and then like I'm like, the same guys that are making fun of my boy over here, I didn't fucking like these guys to begin with because they all got bad fucking attitudes, but then it comes out in one of these things, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This one dude, I'd fucking lay him out right now if I could, but he starts talking, he's like, now how his dad used to fuck him and his brother.
Wow.
And then he used to, at one point, he would take the macaroni and weren't hard enough, and he'd put them in the oven and burn them, and put the tray down and make them kneel on it while they were doing it, and then like hold their hands on the burning water. And I'm like, okay, wait. You're making fun of this guy because he's gay. You took it in the ass from your dad and watched your brother for how long? And
Right.
you didn't fucking, like,
Right.
I don't even give a shit. It's, even if it happens once, that's too many, but I'm grabbing a fucking knife and I'm killing my fucking father.
Yeah.
If he touches me, like, whatever, if he's doing that to my brother, I'm definitely stabbing his ass. And even if I'm dying, my brother's getting the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Or like my mom or something, dude. Like, and then he's like, my whole family's dead except for him. And I'm like, you fucking idiot. I was like, no one's gonna send you to jail. You could have ended this shit when you were like 5, bro. Stop your bitch and get the fuck over it. Then next thing you know, like the next like 7 or 8 dudes, same fucking story, like similar shit. And I'm like,
Wow. They all start coming.
and then guess what? These next guys are all the dudes sitting in front of that TV, yelling at those advertisements and yelling at my boy. And I'm like, that's how they reproduce. That is
Yeah.
exactly how they fucking reproduce. So basically, starting in like basically Lancaster, out, however far you want to go, and then down the Appalachian Trail to fucking Georgia.
Damn.
It's just white people fucking their family members. And sometimes reproducing. And they are citizens that do have votes, mind you. And are like part of this, like, yes.
And you know what's so crazy? I think it's like it's legal in certain states for incest. So that's another reason why they're doing it, or another reason why they are allowing it to happen.
Well, dude, the Amish themselves, it's totally acceptable. Second cousin, no, that's fine. No, like right now. Back in the day, siblings and fucking first cousins, but they had to cut it off at some point. So second cousin.
Wow. That's
And when you see them, dude, they all look the fucking same. It is so fucking weird. Like the gene pool's definitely like. You're like, what the fuck? Dude? Why are you guys doing this to yourselves? And then they got them so fucked up now. They're so inbred. They don't even know what Amish is anymore because they're using like cars and like power and cell phones. And
right. And then
dealing drugs and like I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
And then I remember I seen like them doing advertisement for like fucking like mantelpiece heater things, and I'm just like, what?
And then I'm like, all right, wait a second. So these motherfuckers, they went across the country, they found Salt Lake City, and they're like, whoa. They're like, this is the spot right here. We can just fuck each other and have a million wives, just tell everybody what to do, and just fuck their kids, and then their kids, and then we get Warren Jeffson. He's fucking got a direct line to God. I mean, fucking he is God. Let's fuck him. I'm like, you people fucking seriously believe in this shit? Like when you see the people that were in that, like the Latter-day Saints shit with Warren Jeffs, and now they're like, yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck were you thinking when you were in there? Like, not, I mean, I guess, yeah, like, you call me like a drug addict, you call me anything you fucking want, but like, that shit's fucking weird, bro. Like, I go to NA and AA and shit, and I think that shit's a fucking cult. So, like, if someone's like, yeah, I want your wife. I already have 30 of them and 70,000 kids. Like, I don't, and then our state state doesn't want me here anymore because this shit is just so righteous.
Right.
I'm gonna go to Texas and build a fucking compound like David Koresh. Oh shit, I saw it happening again. What the fuck? Are they gonna tool up? What's going on here? So my point is, like, the shit just like keeps going around, and they're making us focus on all the wrong shit. I'm like, well, it's all the right shit, we're just the wrong places. So it's like religion is a big talking point, but it's like, oh, abortion. It's like, oh, no, like fucking your kids.
Yeah, that's the
for like religious purpose.
That's,
and having like 1,000 million wives.
that's the conversation we actually need to be having.
Exactly. So like these drones, I'm like, they all want you looking up at the sky. Because all the shit's going on out here.
A lot of distraction.
Smoke and mirrors.
Exactly.
But like, the thing is, what it really is, it's a Kansas City shuffle. Because with the Kansas City shuffle, like, the person has to like participate in it to make the trick work.
Oh, wow.
Like, you gotta get them in on the joke, thinking that they're in on the joke when they're not.
Wow.
You ever see Lucky Number 11? That's the Kansas City shuffle. That's like.
That sounds familiar. I can't even look it up online.
Josh Hartnett and like Morgan Freeman and Ben Kingsley.
Okay.
Like, sitting across the street from each other in
Yeah.
houses for like their whole lives, like looking at each other through telescopes. And then Bruce Willis is telling the story, but it's actually just a fucking story. Because he's like, no, a story is actually Charlie Chaplin entering a Charlie Chaplin lookalike contest and coming in third. And he's like, that's a fucking story. And he's like, this is a fucking Kansas City shuffle. And he points, and at this point, the fucking whole station's like empty, and the guy looks at the empty seat, turns around, Bruce Willis is up behind him, and when he turns his head, he just snaps his head, puts the hat over his face, and wheels him out. But the guy has to participate in order, it's part of the shuffle, like.
Damn. He has to participate.
They have to be like a willing participant, whereas like smoke and mirrors, you're trying to confuse them intentionally. In a Kansas City shuffle, they confuse themselves based on just what you're doing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's great. Kansas City shuffle, hard to pull off. Another good one I like to use though. That wild goose chase. If I get a chance to do that one, fucking I use it every time. I try to like push it, but use it in places that doesn't really make sense sometimes. I'm like, do you know that's Shakespeare? Come on. Yeah, I don't even fucking know. That's my whole thing now. I was like, I am so confused. Like that lady just came in, freaked out at me about all that shit on the fucking windowsill, and I'm like, can I walk on the floor?
Like,
it's a shelf. It's a fucking sill. What do people do with windowsills?
It's
Put
like,
shit on it?
It's like she has no respect for people, and then like she be expecting people to respect her. So it's like, well, how do you really expect for me to react right now when you're sitting here disrespecting me in a sense?
Right. Like, let me say I just raise my voice and I start talking in a condescending manner. Would that make you feel some type of way?
Right. Like,
And if I got really close to you, would you feel threatened?
yeah, like they don't know.
I know. I fucking taught some kid in rehab this year about that shit.
It's like personal space.
See, that's what does make me crazy, though. I mean, one, I am crazy, but two, I'm not scared. And I don't feel pain.
That part.
So that's the problem for people. Like, I take shots so I can't be knocked out. A lot of people try. I actually broke a telephone pole in half with my face. I broke the steering wheel off the steering column, and I did not lose consciousness.
Wow.
I put my nose like over here, and then the people were like, "Hey, yo, you good?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and I fucking took the fuck off, dude. They turned around and hit my plate, and I was gone. I'm bleeding, like, and the cops are chasing me. I'm like jumping fences, getting shocked by like electric fences. I like know there's cows. I know I'm like, they ain't fucking getting me. I'm like jumping across the street. I'm like making them because I know they're spotting over here. And I like know when they come back on this side, so I'm like dodging.
That's funny. Yeah.
I'm fucking crazy, dude.
You got a story to tell though.
I don't know if I got a story to tell. I got a story to share if you're willing to listen, but most people think it's bullshit.
As long as
In
you
Baltimore, shit. Like, 'cause I'm gonna ride this shit out. Like, until the wheels fall off.
As much as he talks about how whiny you are, he better believe the stories that come out your mouth.
I don't know shit out. Like, I swear to God, I do see fucking spirits and I hear shit. Like, it freaks me the fuck out. And I didn't realize that's what it was. I don't know what it's from. I've kind of narrowed it down to a few things, but
So
it freaks me the fuck out, dude.
So you do tarot then, right? You said?
Well, I don't have a deck.
You don't
My
have a deck.
friend does one, but like I've been looking. I took her to a shop that's like by where my parents live, and kind of by where she lives that she didn't know about that has like a very good selection. But essentially, it's like overpriced. So like you get ideas though to shop like online for you to go down like different rabbit holes. You know what I mean? Like to me that's. And then if I find something that's like comparable in price, I will go support the small business. But if they're like jacking me for like twice the price that I can get it for, I'm like, all right, Bezos, motherfucker.
Did you want to pick up one of these cards?
Not right now.
Not right now. Okay.
I'm working on my last thing was just on the 24th of November.
Gotcha. I mean, it wasn't even like for you to read for yourself, just for you to see if a message would come out in general.
Oh.
Because I am kind of doing a reading right now, so.
I gotta be in the mood or like in the right mindset.
Yeah, that's fine. I wouldn't no
Yeah.
pressure. No.
Yeah. I mean, I could, but it wouldn't be genuine. It wouldn't be authentic. You know, if I'm not in the.
I mean, if I'm catching you off guard, then
Yeah.
I kind of already know your situation, so
Yeah.
it's just more so like, you know,
At
for the
some
moment.
point, yeah.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't even know you fucking did this shit. I'm like, fucking, like my brain's on like a million miles a minute right now.
But this was like the work that I've been trying to do, and they keep stopping me from. But I mean, there's gaming that I do on top of this as well. But I'm trying to, balance out everything, and it's just been hard for me.
So that is something that the stuff that we're talking about in this context is the stuff that has helped me like quit drinking essentially, even though like I had no choice, but has done even more so in my life in giving me a different perspective, and also just something to like take my mind off of things, because like to me a lot it's getting out of the moment in itself sometimes, because I do have anxiety that I've always been or whatever. I guess I'm always scared of something, but I don't know what it is. That's the problem when you have anxiety, is you get stuck on something you can't get over it. Like,
That part.
but
This is on my mind. It's on it.
yeah, so just I think that this can help that with that just in and of itself. Like, I'll just like write shit sometimes, and I can't. For me, like if I'm writing something that I like I'll write like poetry or I'll do something. Or sometimes I'll just free write like stream of consciousness, because just that like I don't ever have to like. Sometimes the worst for me, I'll start writing down like a hook or like song lyrics to a song, and then I'll like it'll spark a memory or some thought, and then I'll just go on that. And then as you start going, it just starts becoming something, and then sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. But just the fact that you're taking and concentrating and getting like out of this moment for 1 second and going to a different place, in and of itself is a relaxing technique. And like, but the beauty of this shit is it's given me like this spirituality thing that I've always had, and it's helped. And I still not. I feel like we need to always be evolving. I feel like what happens is people get stuck in this shit, and they get comfy, and they don't want to fucking get out of that. And they don't want change. They're scared of fucking change, because you run the risk of it being bad. And I'm like, yo, I'm pretty sure it's fucking bad.
Already,
Like,
right.
I don't know who you're talking to, but maybe my people actually are the fucking insane ones here. But so it's like that shit. So that is one example of it. And like, for example, like yesterday when I sat in on that sermon with those guys, like that was. It's not something I normally fucking do, but it was there, and I was available. Like I was like, fuck it, and it was like spot on. And it's not like necessarily like my beliefs, but I do believe in things outside of myself. I do believe in gods. Like I believe in like it's just like more like pagan and like druid, because it's more like Norse stuff. But that's just because of my heritage.
I was about to say, it's like it's still part of your,
that.
it's still connected to God in some way, shape, or form. It's just a different take on it.
Exactly, and it's like, and then that brings me back to the God thing with lowercase g and not being, and it's like whatever the fuck you want it to be. Like when they say you could be that doorknob, alright, that's ridiculous. But in something that is actually above like a human status essentially and is more knowing and more powerful than like a human. Like it's not fucking human, okay? Let's just put it that way. It's a fucking thought, just like all these other stupid things that we have.
Basically.
And a belief. Like if you believe that the Civil War never happened, then in your reality, the Civil War never fucking happened.
Exactly.
Perception is reality. Perspective is perception mixed with values. So where do you get your values? Typically from your parents. So if your parents are racist and you live in a family or a household with two parents that are racist and then maybe an older brother that's racist, typically the next person's probably going to be racist. It just kind of falls, not that far from the truth.
Or even if they not like first-hand racist, there'll be like some type of
Prejudice.
backhand blend. Yeah.
Like you're jading someone and giving them, you're giving them your narrative of a situation, essentially your perception, and you're effectively forming their perspective as to how they look outwardly and inwardly, because that essentially, I think, something got lost there significantly. Because otherwise, why would we have people shooting fucking trank into like wide open wounds? Like, why do people get their arms chopped off and then are like, oh shit, there's a vein hanging out, let me hit that motherfucker.
Right.
Like, what is that? Obviously, people don't understand themselves. And then, so that is from like trauma, I feel like, and trauma is a perceived, it's perception, everything is perception of reality. So whether or not something that seems traumatic to me might not seem traumatic to you, and something that seems traumatic to you might not seem traumatic to me. Or the same thing might be different levels of traumatic.
Right.
So it's like, but how do you explain to someone that is so narcissistic and so self-centered, and like that's I guess you can't because they're narcissists.
Well, I don't think it's our job to explain. Our job is just to give them the message. It's their job to understand it.
Yeah, but how the fuck do you give a message to someone that's like not taking in your mail?
I mean,
the fucking mailbox is full.
The conversation, as long as you are saying it out your mouth and they're right there in your face, you've told them. If they don't want to hear it, that's their consequence.
So then I guess one of my issues that I come down to a lot is, as much as I like MLK, sometimes I feel like fucking Farrakhan or like the Panthers, you know what I mean? Like fucking, if you're gonna bring guns to the fucking talks, we're bringing guns too.
Exactly. That
ours might be bigger, sorry. Not my fault.
Because we've done enough talking as it is, so it's like.
That's what I'm saying.
So.
That's why I'm gonna send out those VMATs to everybody. See how many people show up.
Exactly.
When Trump gets inaugurated, though, not when he's going out of office. We're gonna fucking storm when you're coming in.
Right.
We're coming through the side door. Nobody's looking there.
Right.
Point Break style.
We're coming through the roof.
Down the chimney.
Mm-hmm. And it's at that time of the season too. Surprise.
That big bang on the front door, we're not coming in that one. That's just to get your eyes in the wrong spot.
Mm-hmm. Distraction.
That's the smoke.
Yeah, that's the smoke.
And then we're gonna mirror ourselves right behind you when you're looking in the wrong place. Yeah, deception, dude. Deception is fucked up because it's really easy to do. But I think then that comes back to people not being in touch with themselves and essentially deceiving themselves. Because I think that is essentially the root of like addiction, is that people are being told what the fuck it is. And to me, it is this fucked up response, like reward system, and to like a lack of, and that fucked up coping system, which is typically based in some sort of childhood trauma. But it could be anything. You could just be something that's perceived.
Right.
So then you start to use something, and then that makes you feel some type of way, and whether it's good or bad, it's just not the same.
Right.
So you're like, now I know how to leverage this, and typically you like it. Now, when you use it for something for so long, you build a little bit tolerance, and the more you do over a longer period of time, it does change the chemistry of your brain. But you are not born like that. You cannot tell me that people are born, like people are born addicted to crack and heroin, all kinds of shit. They're not fucking addicts. Because if they had theory, they would be fucking addicts.
Right.
And they say that there's like all these theories that it's like, oh, but it's just, the theory is that this one fits the agenda the best in order to keep the money flow open all around from the government back to itself in one big circle, and everybody takes out a little bit, and all the left over goes back to the top. It's like a huge kickback. And everyone is complicit. Everyone. Even the people that were in the places. They're so fucking brainwashed, they think this shit's cool too. Or they just don't see it. I don't know. See, there's like a break for me though. I'm like, do you guys know or do you not?
Oh no, they know.
I don't think they do, because I know in Lancaster for sure, that director, he didn't know fucking shit, dude. But then that director at the place I was at before that, he was running game out there, and so were the people there.
It's like they all know in those facilities, but some people just choose to play stupid.
Right.
Just
That's
like how
true.
certain people choose to act a certain way around here just to try to get benefits and stuff like that. So it's just like people try to run a game on somebody around here. So it's just like you gotta see the type of people and who they are.
So that's the thing for me too, because I always felt like I manipulate things, and I still do. It's almost like I'm in control. It's something that I am working on. Like you work, like I work on this thing where it's like I don't want to portray something that I'm not. I don't want anyone. Well, and I do it though, but I realize I can't control people's
Narrative
perceptions.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like.
So
but at the same time, I want to make sure that what's coming out of my mouth to their ears and what they're seeing with their eyes is all in line with my fucking body and my mind and my soul. Do you know what I'm saying? And if they are all together, which I have not experienced this yet, but ideally, then I can move forward with whatever idea that I find that I need to be behind, which is obviously something socially, adequate. Like even something like this, I can see myself getting into helping. Like I just want something. I want to help somebody that's fucking marginalized because of like my situation. You know what I mean? It's like I'm like this person, that person, and not until you get like cirrhosis till you're like one of like 10,000 people out of like 350 million, are you like, okay, now I'm marginalized.
Right.
Like now I'm really fucked, and people really don't fucking understand. Like I can't talk to anybody to understand this shit because even people with cirrhosis, it's all different shit.
Wow.
And you're all different people. There's all different ways to get it. Or even just to get even not even cirrhosis, because then you got cancer. There's like tons of different things just to need a fucking liver. So I'm like, alright. So I'm like, let's just own it. Fucking do it. Like, I'm not doing it anyone else's way anymore. Essentially, is what I'm doing.
Exactly.
And that's why I gave up my phone and my tablet and all my shit, everything I have, because everything that I gain from here forward, I'm earning myself. I don't want any fucking handouts from anybody.
Starting over.
Like, to me, yesterday was like fucking Christmas from those people. Like, I was like, when are they coming back? Like, I was gonna write letters to all of them today because that was important to me.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? But she's like, they'll be back like next month. I was like, alright, so I got time. So I'm gonna, like, over the next month, when I got free time, instead of like writing my stupid bullshit, I'm gonna write and thank them for their time and like what they had and what I liked about it.
Right.
You know, like, why not?
Right.
What the fuck else am I gonna do? Because I see it already. I see it. I've been in enough places to see, and it's easy to tell who's who.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, to me especially, like I can see fucking halos and shit. I call them halos, people call them auras, whatever.
Same difference. It's all connected to the same source.
But it's weird. Like I literally I had this one experience this spring. This dude was like in a wheelchair going up the street, and he said hi, and I was like talking to him. I was like up on a ladder. And I was just talking to him. I like turned away, and then I turned back around, and I was like blinded. It was like I was like fuck. I like, didn't know what happened. Like fucking like gravity just like pulled me off the ladder, and I walked across the street and talked to this kid for like a fucking hour, dude. Like seriously about everything. Like about like fucking drinking, and he's like something medically, and I'm just like, and he's like talking like. Yahweh. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man,
Yeah.
I'm like, where are we going? I'm like, this is what, like, and then I'm not even sure the dude fucking exists.
Yahweh?
No,
the
this
man,
guy.
the guy.
Yes.
But see, but that's usually God though. You know, he usually just sends somebody in to kind of get you on your path to going.
So I had another weird experience just a couple months ago like this in Philly.
Okay.
At a church. on like Walnut, one that's going across to like 30th Street Station, and there was like a huge church over here, and then there was like this little like rinky-dink like evangelist like whatever, you know. It's like I'm like alright, whatever, and I just happened to stop there because I walked a ton that day, and I was just gonna go meet my sister. It was when I was being evaluated at UPenn for the first time in October, and I just sat down on the steps and I was smoking a cigarette, drinking, like I'm finishing a milkshake. And this lady, like, fucking lady just, like as far away from, I'm like sitting there, like, my eyes closed, and she's like, this voice, it's like an island accent, and it's like, oh, yeah, and I'm like, okay, and she's like, do you know where this is? And I'm like, I don't know, that looks like a church. The church is like right behind me. I'm like, I think that, and like, that's not the right number. I was like, that's the even side you want to, I was like, it's gotta be on here. And she starts walking, I turn around, and I'm like, I don't know what happened. I get up and I look and I'm like, oh, she's fucking gone. It's like, whatever. Like 2 minutes later, she comes back. She's like, it's right here. I'm like, no, this is not right. And then we start talking, I'm like, this lady, her name is Blessed. Not Blessed, Blessed.
Blessed. Wow.
And I'm like, wait, I know, because this isn't, like, this is normal. Like, but I have to let it ride, because I don't really know what the fuck's going on. So I lean into it hard, and then
take it for what
she
it is.
said she wanted to pray for me. And I was like, sure, let's do this. So she's like, you know, and I was like, alright. And she starts talking to God. And then next thing I know, she's yelling at him.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like,
Well, you said she was an islander, right?
what?
You said had like a Caribbean accent, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And she's yelling at him to fucking heal me and shit. Why are you fucking doing this shit? Like questioning God. And I'm like, okay. And then she's like, I have to bring it, I'm late for my thing. And I'm like, so I'm like, okay. I'm like fucked up now, dude. I'm like, I don't know what to think. I'm like, I just like put my cigarette out and I like finished my milkshake and I put that in. I started like picking up like anything that was trash. And I'm like, I don't know. And I like walked by and I'm like looking and I don't see her. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
let me go see my sister. And then I called this place looking for this woman, and I don't even know if she exists. I've looked at, she said she was from someplace in Jersey. I've looked at like places, like within like a certain time. She usually just drove like an hour or so. I'm like, I can't find this fucking woman, dude.
Wow.
I don't think she was real. In fact, I think she was my friend Jordan, because my friend Jordan would do something like that. She's always up to tricks like that. When I see her, she's always doing this. She's always walking at the street corner on this side. I'm on this side behind her. And she goes like this, and I can see this, and she smiles. And then she turns this way and goes around the corner. And then sometimes there's nothing there. Sometimes there's someone who looks just like her. And then when I see the face, it's not her. Sometimes it's just like random shit that I like. It happens like randomly, right? I'm just like walking down the street, and sometimes I'll pick my head up and be like, no. Or like I'll be like walking into like a place, I'll see some chick, and she turns around, and I'm like, So I think because I hadn't seen her in a while, I think I know she was fucking around.
That could be a sign to reach out to her, though.
Yeah, but I think she's okay. At least that was the last thing I got from her, because she has a lot of stuff that her parents have of hers, and it's like, let's just call it a storage unit, but it's something they own, like a barn. And it's just all her shit. And that's my dad's, like, because he grew up with her parents, both my parents did, and so I was like, I need to go get something from Rice, because you can free spirits if you're trapped here for like certain things. So I just went over and I grabbed like a couple little things, and the dude that like let me in there was like, I could tell he was getting nervous. I'm like, I'm scared of Bobby. I ain't fucking scared of Bobby. I mean, smart as fuck too. She went to Lehigh. She graduated.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Her dad was just a fucking asshole. And then she had her own demons. But I feel like they started there. A lot of the people that I know that have demons, they started with their parents.
Mm-hmm.
At a young age. But in my case too, exactly. Honestly. But after that, I hadn't seen her.
Mm-hmm.
And I've also not been using. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I smoke weed here and there, but not a lot. I usually eat edibles because I have them down to the thing where, like, I'll sleep for like 4 days. I can like reset my clock.
Ooh.
So like, and I can get like an 8-hour sleep if I take it by like 4 and not wake up fucked up. So I have like the dose down. I'm like, I don't want to fuck with this. It's like, and I'm not like getting. It doesn't give me like a euphoric feeling. Like I just get drowsy enough, and when that happens, when I go to sleep, I'm in such a good state of sleep that I don't go to pee or anything. It's like I wake up like 6 to 8 hours later, which like never happens for me, and then I'm like, all right, let's go.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then the clock like resets, and then usually I can go from there for however long. But usually, if I go like 3 or 4 days like with really shitty sleep, then I'll take one just so I don't get like, all that stuff. Because sleep's like super important.
It's the same, and I've been barely getting sleep. Like every time I try to go to bed, like after we start our missile, I go to sleep around like 12, and then I'm up at 4 every single time.
I'm up more than you.
Yeah, I wake up and you're already out the room.
Well, last time was the most I've slept since I've been here, but that was like 3 to 4 hours. Like I fell asleep around 12:30 and woke up at like 4. Like sometime like around whenever you were up, I think actually.
Yeah.
But that was like all sleep, and up until then I wasn't getting that sleep. Like I fucking twitch and shit, and then I think I freaked Will out because I'm always moving and shit.
Okay.
And I know he's always like wigging about the bugs and stuff, but I mean, whatever. He's a nice guy, but I think he sees me because I have this weird thing that makes it feel like I get like mosquito bites. My bile ducts are clogged, like I don't sweat right. And it's an issue. It's a total thing. It's like it makes your skin itch really bad to the point where you like itch it. Like you will scab.
Yeah, I was about to say you gotta break skin.
Yeah, like that's how that itches, and it just happens. And it's so annoying. It just doesn't stop. But I do that like in my sleep a lot, and I have restless leg and stuff too. So I'm like, I think he thinks because he sees me scratching it, like I'm getting bit by bugs, and it's like
Freaking around, yeah.
I
Cause
can't
like,
help it though. It's just like.
I mean, cause it's that on top of like the bed bug still.
Exactly. I've
So
seen
it's
my
just
shit.
Like, it's like it's everywhere. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like don't pay
It's the same
no
thing
mind.
with the cockroach.
Yeah.
Whatever. I just didn't want to see him like 4 inches long at like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
With what the hell is his name? Glenn. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Where did they come from? And I'm like, oh, the fucking door's wide open. Why didn't anyone think to fucking close that? Duh.
Even with the door closed, they still managed to slip through the cracks and.
No, I know, but not this big.
Oh,
They were like this big this morning. I put one. I was fucking around. He flipped over on his back, and it was just stuck there. So I took a styrofoam cup and put it on there. So it was like my bottom of the table. I wanted to see if someone would pick it up. And be like, I wasn't gonna say anything like it was me, but then I turned around like a little while later. He's still on his back, but he got out from under the fucking cup. So big, he fuck. And then somebody else comes out, starts taking pictures. They're like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "I know, dude. They're fucking huge."
Yeah, that's evidence though, because like, how is it that you got workers that clean and then like we clean it twice a week and it's like their place is still filthy. It's like it's
Like I
crazy.
said, I could tell because they were all coming from under the drink machine, which the fucking doors were right behind it. And since I've been here, last night was the first door night it was open. Yesterday and last night, and even this morning, when today it's still open. That's where they had to have come from.
Yikes.
And there's like all kinds of shit out there they could be living. There's like just shit out there.
Then it's raining too today, so you know they all going to try to find a way
Out
indoors.
Yeah, they could probably feel it coming yesterday, so they were like, it started raining yesterday, so probably last night, at some point they started coming in, and then they found that in a
That's
way.
crazy. Cause like there would be like certain water bugs or roaches that come up through the drain, you know, from the bathroom.
And I found too, like in our room, like in my bin, they fucking go through because where the brackets are, there's holes that don't get covered, but they're only like this big, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
These were seriously like that big at least. That's like the smallest one.
I remember.
Maybe look at one right now.
Cause I remember there was one laying on his back over. No, it's actually still there. Look at it. Big ass roach. I stumped it with the chair. With this chair?
Oh yeah, dude. Okay, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. We got
I don't wanna shake it.
Yeah, no, they were bigger than that, but that was like the smallest of the ones this morning. They were like, I would say these were like that much bigger, like longer.
That's
Me and
crazy.
Glenn took like 6 of them, bro. And there's like 2 on the floor. I don't know how big. I just like fucking dead soldiers there.
Oh shit.
I don't know about this one. Mohammed's Ghost. This sounds corny as fuck.
Yeah.
At first I was like, cool, and then it's like an American story of love and fear
Nah.
in the homeland. I'm like, fuck this shit, dude. I thought that's something completely. I'm gonna like that one. I know that. That'll get me out of it, but I think it's something different. That was a good talk.
That was a great talk. That was necessary. You helped me with content from my reading as well.
Good. I'm glad.
Oh, and also please let everybody know who you are. It's not live, but I mean this is recording.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a video I'm going to upload on YouTube later on. But
Okay.
yeah,
Where is there a camera?
yeah, it's a camera. It's like
Hi, I'm Dylan.
yeah, he's been a gentleman that's been talking to me this entire time. He's my roommate.
I didn't realize that. I gotta go. I'll fuck with this for days. And you have my permission. You can have my freaking. You want some DNA or anything too?
No, that's fine. It was just
That's already on file. With
because
the state.
I feel like with the conversation that we had, it was important that people knew who you were as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
no problem.
Yeah. Like I said, it's not necessary.
Right.
Yeah,
It's always great to meet people, right? But yeah, I end up taking some cards out, but that's fine. And I reshuffled because I brought out more. If I can remember, I do remember the tower showing up over here. Oh wait, was the page one still here? And then we also have the world card here. But I took those cards back because there's a tower that's going to happen. Like there's something that you have no control over, but you've been preparing and planning, and you've explained people time and time again about what it is that you're doing. But the world card is here. God, the source of wisdom, fountain of wisdom, gives success in all ventures. Ace of Swords, speaking the truth. Am I apologizing for my truth? Don't apologize. Speak your truth to the world at that. Because guess what? As the great wise Michael Kyle would say, he who laughs first, laughs last, right? But the fool is here with the wheel of fortune. So, regardless of any decisions that you've made and how they made you look and how people have perceived you, you've been living in your truth. And because of that, what goes around comes around. So, you're about to come up on top, and they're about to be the fools now, figuring it out. And this is the past situation, right? You already took the leap of faith because of the Wheel of Fortune, because of karma, because you've been there, done that, over and over again, learning lessons and, repeating them because of the decisions that you make. Two of Swords, and we also have King of Wands. Those passionate decisions. What are you fighting for? Daniel at that. God of merciful judge. Eloquence gives answers to those in doubt. You speak your truth, you've already given them the answers that they need. No matter how hard they try to resist that information, that's still up to them to go and do research on what it is that you've explained to them. You can't break it much further other than showing them better than what you can tell them. Better than what you can tell them, yeah. Because actions always speak louder than words. But you have the Page of Wands. Erethel, preventing God, propagation of light, confounds the wicked and slanders, saves from enemies. So whatever it is that you've been doing, you've kind of been protected. Seven of Swords, defending yourself. You are protected. I know I balance. You have a job that you have to do. And with Judgment there, with Libra here, that's literally the Justice card. So they can judge you all they want to. They can judge you on your appearance as well, because you have the body is still one of the main focuses, the first house. How are you taking care of yourself? What do you know, and how you balance that? But the Page of Wands is someone who is young, or at least this is that child energy that I've been explaining for the past couple readings already. And speaking of childlike, right, here's that fetal position. Feeling hurt, feeling wounded. Ace of Wands, Hermit. This is the current situation. So it's time for you to tap into that childlike energy that you've been holding off on. Connect with your inner child. You know you balance. You've been in this adult mode for so long. Now you know it's time to make a balance and have more play in your life. Especially, right, in this current situation, for you, it's time for you to take a break. Because a lot of shit is really about the break. And then I speak of judgment, but, you know, I said justice, but judgment is also here too. And, you know, judgment that's the spiritual shit. So that's clearly if this is the current situation, this is what's about to happen next. But we have square, which is tension, and we have fourth house, which is home. At some point, I did see the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles was in one of these decks. The Emperor was in one of these decks, and then the Tower was in, Tower was here, Emperor was here, and the Four of Pentacles was here. It's time for you to take a break, hold on to what it is that you got, stand your ground, because the position that you play is of a higher authority. So, like, this is another reason why I literally had to come in here and do this video instead of going live, because they sat here and they tried to be smart. Bitch came in here and literally, they allowed me. Now, first of all this pushback that they've been doing, right? Because at first it was 9 o'clock. That was before I got here. 9 o'clock. The computer lab was open. Now that I get here and I got work I gotta do, they want to change up shit because we have meetings that we gotta consider and this, that, and third. But bitch, you're not doing meetings every fucking day. But that's neither here or there. I'm gonna go along with the bullshit. So 9:30 is now the new time to open up the damn computer lab. Here we are today, December 16th on a Monday. I'm trying to get into the computer lab and it's not open at 9:30. But then yet she's gonna have the audacity to try to kick everybody out their rooms in the middle of the rain, mind you, to go find something to do. Talk about something, you can't be in your rooms, but they want you to be in the dining area to watch fucking TV. But the computer lab was supposed to be set for people to be finding jobs, but yeah, you couldn't even open up at the time that it was supposed to for people to do those set jobs in the middle of the rain. But yeah, when I came in here, just at least set up, because it took me a minute, because you know, the reading that I was preparing myself for was, again, that Gemini new moon, or full moon reading. That's a lot to prepare for and get ready for. So I'm like, I'm not about to rush into this reading. So I had to give myself some minutes. So I'm just like, I have everything up, and I'm just playing my game in the meantime, just to let the energy flow through me. Start getting tense. I told you, I started feeling my legs first, and then it came up to my head. But like in that process, I'm getting drowsy to motherfucker. Like I'm really about to go to sleep, dozing off, playing a game. But I finally got through that energy, y'all, and like it's time for lunch. Okay, I'm about to go see what they got for lunch. I come out that hallway. Here she go. Oh, I gotta close the lab up. I didn't even ask, because I already know what would come next out her mouth would have been some bullshit. And I ain't got time to be right with people. It's just tit for tat. And I'm not gonna keep going tit for tat for people. Especially, you know, I'm working with my feminine energy, y'all. So you know, like if a woman is trying to get all, I'm gonna get some type of way. It's just like, and I don't want to, especially I'm a man, like, you know. But then when another man is in this energy too, and I'm just like, bro, you don't want to go there with me, because I can be crazy, because my mom really tried me this weekend. Because for the longest time, I've been trying to get her to give me these damn documents that was stating that I have ADHD, but I haven't been diagnosed since. I called her, or it's Monday now. I texted her maybe on a Thursday or a Wednesday. I don't even have to think about it. If it's the text message, it's right here. I texted her, I said, this was Wednesday. Wednesday noon, I texted her, are you able to find those documents about my ADHD diagnosis? Found them long time ago. Okay, I'll stop by tomorrow to pick them up, or Friday. Okay, then she texted me Wednesday, same day, at 7:21. You might have to wait until Saturday. That is very important. She told me to wait until Saturday because I have to see where I put them now. Okay, this was Wednesday, y'all. Thursday comes, Friday comes, Saturday is here. What the fuck do you think she did? Cause no, wait. There was something else prior to that, cause she really had me fucked up. I said, as long as I have them before the 15th, she said, why was the 15th? It's for my health insurance. She's like, okay. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I told her, okay. So Thursday, there was nothing really going on other than like she asked me about the spray. I told her I did, but I'll bring some tomorrow, which was Thursday. But I never came that Friday. So I came Saturday because again, she told me to. Saturday, 10:31 in the morning, I'm on my way. I'm still looking, haven't found it yet. It's Saturday, 10 o'clock in the morning. How have you not found them yet? I asked you Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, now comes Saturday, 4 fucking days, y'all, and you tell me you still cannot find them. It's because you never bothered to look. That's why. But I'm leaving around 12, she says. So not only did you tell me to come Saturday to come pick these papers up that you didn't bother to fucking find, but then you want to go and work that you are able to choose to go into because it's Uber or Lyft. You think it's that important to go and make a couple dollars than to come and help your son get some documents that he needs to take care of himself. So, I go over there, and she tells me, oh, check the side of the bed, this, that, and the third. You gotta check this box in the front of the bed, this, that, and the third. I sat all fucking day, y'all, trying to find these damn documents. but I couldn't find the damn documents. But I found some important documents that weren't about me though, and I still have them because if she didn't find those documents, I promise you, those documents that I found would no longer exist. I'm sick and tired of people playing in my face all the fucking time and think that I'm not about to do anything about it. There's certain things that you can let go and let God, but God also wants you to take some type of action as well. So, be careful how you play with me because you never know what I'm actually capable of. That's why I don't retaliate the way that y'all expect me to, because if I do retaliate, I'm scared of myself more than I'm scared of you. That's the only reason why I wouldn't react right away. Be careful with those type of people, because I've been lenient on the things that I'm thinking about doing to people. So just imagine the other people out there that are really like on that same notion. And why do I still have the documents? Because she still constantly keep playing in my face. Wow, you found the documents finally. It took you like a whole year and a half of me trying to get it from you, and you still kicked me out. Like, she still kicked me out, y'all. With a whole plan to move out and everything, I had people that I was already working with for this to happen, just waiting for things to just, to get the car to move. Wasn't good enough. But people want to continue playing God. God gonna show you. Because you told them what it is that you're doing. Keep in mind that. This is why this tension in this home is here. Ambition is underneath that. Mars. Don't know what your Mars is, but I think it's fire or water for my Mars. Assertive, aggression, war, Aries, Scorpio, Tuesday, confidence, impulsive, strength, action, sexuality, passion, desire, determination. Again, that's literally behind this tension, your ambitions. Your ambitions is what's causing this tension. And that's not your fault, but it is what it is. Three of Swords. Three of Swords is about that heartbreak, that pain. You making me, you hurt motherfuckers. Judgment. You said all you could. You warned them. Now things is about to come to them. And I tell you, when you want to interfere with God, he's going to hit you where it hurts. Whatever you consider home, whatever the things that you love, you want to get away with God's plans, God is going to get in the way with your plans. And let's see how you like it then. Because I've been trying to tie that lady and my case manager. Like, but y'all want to keep overstepping boundaries and thinking y'all have some type of authority over anything that I do for real, when I don't pay y'all, or nor do y'all pay me. Y'all don't write any of my checks, and nor do I get any type of benefits from y'all, other than a shelter. But there's plenty of shelters out here, but which one is going to allow me to continuously do my job that I've already started before coming in here? And then to add insult to injury, the bitch that keeps trying me was the same bitch that was here the first time I was out here. So just imagine you see me for the first time, and then now you're seeing me again, still doing the same thing that I'm doing. Now I'm better than the first time. And you still want to play in my face, and you still want to create bullshit, and you still want to act like you stupid? Okay, continue acting like you stupid. But don't sit there and think that I'm stupid just because you want to act stupid. Because I've been saying everything that very, very clear to any and everybody about everything. Abundantly clear. I'm starting to look crazy right now because, You have the Three of Swords in your judgment. Love and submission, cures illness, influence, paternal love gives long life. For those who believe in him shall not perish, shall have everlasting life. You better know who God is. He gave you that life and he's going to take it from you. That love, whatever it is that you love, he's going to take that from you because you don't love him. Because you think you're better than him. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Hold on, you back. Simmer down. Take a break. They need to breathe because they're not going to have much. It's the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. But when you add those together, if you've been avid in tarot, we know what the Five of Pentacles is. It's homelessness. Ooh, my hand is tightening up. Come on now. Come through. Because what goes around comes around. You was the fool, right? You was out here in these streets being the fool. But guess what? They not a fool. They literally about to be out here in these streets. And there's no coming back from that. They got what they did. Because all this is earth, physical. So you literally only got whatever it is that you have. And you're going to make do with what you got. But with this Three Swords here, your heart ain't going to be in it because it's hurt. So this soil ain't going to get any soft. This shit going to be dry in a mother. I can tell you that. And why is that over, again, on this side with the home? This house is about to start crumbling down. The tower, twice. And then you have judgment here to confirm it. Like, they want to make fun of you. They want to stop you on your path. Well, guess what? Now they about to walk that path that you don't walk. But it's not going to be the same path. I could tell you that. And even if it is the same path, then guess who they're going to have to come to for advice? You. Instead of the other way around, right? Because again, karma. You spoke your truth. Now, again, with this judgment call and this Three of Swords, now they're gonna be hurt, mad at somebody. But most likely they can't get mad at nobody but God. But honestly, I can't even say that. They can't get mad at nobody but themselves. But they got nobody. They don't want to blame themselves. They're gonna try to blame God, and that's why they're gonna continuously be out here. Versus you only been kind of in and out. It's not because you. It really wasn't because of you. It's because it was like other people on why you were in and out. And God has been watching their hearts. Every single moment, every single time you open your mouth, he's been judging these people. So if they're not allowing you to live in your truth and speak your truth, don't apologize for anything that you've done thus far, because you haven't done anything wrong. They have. And if they want to end up on the right side, right? And I told this lady, you better get right with God, because God gonna show you. Because that's why she left and then tried to go and yell at my roommate about shit, unnecessary shit that was on the fucking windowsill. Like, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? You was out here acting up for no reason. Like, who the fuck hurt you? I'm not the one that sleep with your ugly, dusty, crusty, stiff-necked, wig-ass head. Like, just always trying to find a reason to just be miserable. And then you sit here and you're trying to stop me from what it is that I'm doing, because I told you on more than one occasion that it's work. And then I'm raising my voice at you because you're not fucking comprehending like anything that's coming out of my mouth. Then you're gonna tell me to calm down. Like, the fuck? How can I calm down when you're stopping me from working? You're blocking my blessings. That's my livelihood, bitch. The fuck? How would you like it if I stopped your job? Stopped you from doing what you wanted to do or needed to do for yourself? What goes around comes around, people. They keep playing in my energy and watch what's going to happen. I've literally watched people lose shit in spite. I'm telling you, People try to spite me, and God will smite you. Eat those words, and you're going to live with them for the rest of your life. Now you're going to have to wake up every day with that decision that you've made and still be a bitter bitch or be a better person. Which one do you want to be? Because either way, I've already made my decision about anything about the conversation that we have thus far. So I've already moved on from this and, these people. And you should do the same. Whoever it is that's coming across this message, I don't apologize for it being in this long, because I've done longer than that. I honestly felt like this shit was longer, but time is an illusion though, right? Time is a fucking illusion. They can think they stopping you, but they're only delaying you. And that delay, that pushback is only gonna be consequences on their end. You still gonna be on time, but guess the fuck what? Are they going to be able to partake in whatever it is that you're doing because of the, they were trying to get in the way of it? No. Fuck them. As so. And you have every right to say that. And you don't feel bad about speaking the truth on your experience and the things that you've done with people. So, am I in my head or in my heart? What is the quality of your self-talk? Our brain is like a muscle. If we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of our own life. Where your head meets your heart is where miracles happen. Today's soul's action. Today, master your mind. Watch an inspired video. Do some taping. Yeah, taping or tapping. T-A-P-P-I-N-G. Read an empowering book or write out all the reasons why you believe in yourself and your dreams. Now, am I ready to let go of this buried shame? So yeah, don't feel bad about what it is that you're doing, even if people don't believe in what you do, right? It's not my job. I could give a fuck about if you believe what it is that I do. I could give a fuck if you believe it's work. If I'm telling you it's work, it's the fuck work. Because guess the fuck what? Actions speak louder than words. And when my work shows in court, we're gonna see just how much of work you think this wasn't. Libra, I know. I balance. Aquarius, I know. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. They don't know what the fuck they talk about or what they doing. Otherwise, if they knew better, they do better. But they don't want to know. So why give a fuck about what happens to them? You made that choice not to want to know. Or not to understand, not to do any research. You chose not to take any type of accountability and think that there's still not going to be no consequences to your actions. Okay, you can live in that bliss. Be the fool all you want to. And don't think it's not going to happen to you. Because that's literally what is about to happen to them. Or whoever thinks that, it's not. Don't think it's not going to happen to you, because it will. Definitely will. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Especially when if it's in reference to God. God has many soldiers, many angels. You don't know who's really working for him and who's a double agent. Because even those demons work for God too, believe it or not. So, be careful with the demons that you deal with. Because you never know, they might actually like the person that you're trying to go against. Or they might be related to the person that you're trying to go against. Oh shit. Oh, you heard the man. He said that he be seeing angels, he be seeing halos over people's heads. So I should have asked him, did you see any horns on mine? Because I'm waiting for my dark side to show. I am tired. I am so fucking tired, and I think that's another reason why the Four of Swords isn't here. But there is a Four of Pentacles here, though, which is still about some type of rest, right? She is sitting there, sitting on her ass, just doing nothing. With this one, well, she got 5 Pentacles now, trying to figure out what the fuck to do with this Judgment over their head. And I also look at the earth signs, right? I've mentioned before, earth and air, like opposites, communication. One is about thinking, the other one's doing. Someone's literally going to be like, somebody's going to be so, who's ever on the opposite end of this, right? Who's ever on the opposite end of this karma, who's going to be out here in these streets, because they decided to get in the way of the fool, they're going to end up hurting themselves. Because it's crazy why, I don't know why I'm getting that, because I have tension here, but then home, I have 3 of Swords, which is hurt, but it says gives long life, which is the complete opposite of what I'm thinking. But it's an angel card. I don't think this angel is working with this person. That's why it's above God. I mean, nobody's above God, but, you know, just saying, like, at least in this position, like, the angel is over God and God is over this person. So it's not like God hasn't sent this angel to help. God has taken the angel. That's why he's behind. He's not above. That's what I meant to say. He's behind. God has taken this angel back. And it's not like he's taking the pain away from this person, but whatever that long life was, it's about to become short. But again, it's a physical thing. If they're going to physically hurt themselves. And you have the 5 of Swords, and you also have the Ace of Swords. There is pain still here. 10 of Swords at the underneath that. Because the decisions that they made, right? And all that effort into stopping you, whatever that tension was, whatever that ambition, that intentions, the tension and intentions that they had to you, right? Not knowing who you are, not trying to understand the things the pain that you've been through in this world, right? For you to end up getting this, for you end up being in this position. Little do they know that if what goes around comes around, and they're literally about to be in this position that you were in when you first was out here. They won't be able to live to tell the tale, unfortunately. They don't have a heart strong enough like yours to go through all the trials and tribulations that it took you to get to where you needed to be. 5 of Swords, King of Wands, 2 of Swords. You took your pain and you took your power back with that pain because of the decisions that you made from that pain that made you into the person. And look at that. Look at that. And the chariot is underneath that. So whatever pain that you gained, you've learned a lesson from. It helped you make better decisions. Wow. 4 of Wands, Chariot, 3 of Swords, 2 of Swords. It's crazy how I told you. And Aquarius hurt my heart, which kind of like got me to start moving in a different way. But in that, again, that was through my pain, trying to move forward literally with that pain. And the decisions from that pain as well. Learning how to be a better person, how to treat people better. Even when I thought I was treating a person as best as I could, it seems like it wasn't it wasn't good enough to the point where it's just like, this person isn't in the mental space to have conversations, then it's just like, I can't, you know? And then I have to get through my head that that person doesn't want to get into that mental space to have a really legitimate and genuine conversation to talk about what happened, right? Even if he did fuck up, okay, so let's talk about the fuck up. Even if I fucked up, okay, let's talk about my fuck up. But if we can't even talk about the situation, we have to move forward. Even if you can't get closure. That's something that's like a tough pill to swallow sometimes. Sometimes you will not get closure from the hurt that you've developed, but you still have to learn to heal that hurt in some way, shape, or form, and that will be the closure. Healing your heart is the closure. You just can't have that conversation with the person that hurt your heart and expect them to heal it. No. Even if it was their intentions to hurt you, it's still your responsibility to help you, help yourself, protect yourself. But this person, they don't love themselves. And that's obvious, right? Because I always say, to know yourself is to know God, or to know God is to know yourself. So if you don't love yourself, you don't love God. And that's another reason why he's taking this, he's putting Rahael behind him. And he's taking charge now, because you forgot who he was. They forgot who he was. I don't know, because I'm saying you because of where I'm at, and I know that they're listening. So she can act like she don't want to hear, and she gonna act like I'm not doing a job. Okay, this video is gonna catch you, and everybody that needed to. And even if I'm still in this vicinity by the time you get this message, or if I'm not, you still gonna get this message. And if you don't get the message, then you could have did so much, they could have done so much to prevent so much shit from happening to themselves and the people that they claim they loved, if they just would have got right with God. I don't think there's like much else to pull from here other than maybe some more Soul's Truth. I even draw some more Black Moon. Actually, let's draw out Big Bertha first, because that full moon, that's crazy. Gemini too. You know, Geminis are the twins. They always like to say Geminis are two-faced. If people are literally working in that energy, then it explains a lot on the back and forth. 1 minute you want to be cool and okay with it, next minute it's a problem. Like, make up your mind. Are you for me or are you against me? Because it seemed like you're more so against me than for me. Because actions will always speak louder than words. She sat here and she literally will kick me out, and then in the middle of her kicking me out, I get a call from welfare to confirm my documentations and shit, because, you know, I need to receive food stamps. And I'm sitting there explaining to the lady about, certain documentations, and she's still sitting here at the door. Then she want to call up some other nigga who I don't know, like, they just random fucking people. Like, nobody has proper uniforms. Nobody really is dressed the part other than maybe the few lady case managers who I've seen, you know, they actually do a job. Those are the only people I actually see that they take their job seriously. And of course, it's Black women. But there's also a Black woman, well, I can't even call her a Black woman, but there's something that is disguised as a Black woman, and it's just fucking getting in the way of everything. Her and my case manager. My case manager is a man, and you think man to man, he'd be more understanding. You think, right, being a man, you'd be more understanding over an irrational fucking woman. But if that man is not working in his masculine energy, then all he is basically her fucking lackey. They just fucking sisters, bumping each other's bushes and gossiping about shit. Man don't know anything to help anybody, but I'll bet you he know what the fuck we having for lunch and dinner today. I guarantee you that, he'll know that. But let me try to I have a job, and I have a job that I have to attend to Friday, the 20th, right? I need a way to get there because it's outside the city. And I explained this before. As a case manager, I went to my case manager, I explained to them, okay, he said he can get me up there. Because I'm really listening to this man's words. He said he can get me up there, but from what it sounded like, I have to still find a way back here and make sure I catch my curfew on time. Because if I don't, then they're gonna try to kick me out. I mean, you get a warning or whatever, but I still feel like they're doing things intentional, right? You wanna help me, but your actions are showing me that you're really trying to help me. Because you know that, okay, once I'm done with this orientation, how am I gonna get back to work? Or how am I gonna get to work? That's why I came to you in the first place, and you fucking knew that. So then you're sitting there coming to me with the question, well, how are you gonna get to work? I wanted to say, it's the reason why I came here for you, but I'm just trying to, I don't know, I just started saying something. It was relevant to the conversation, but it just like, it basically beat it around the bush of, that's why I came here to talk to you about it. Because I knew if I said that, then it just would have been more back and forth, tit for tat. But he basically kind of made it very fucking clear that he would not be able to get me a pass that's going to get me to work for the entire month of January. But I made sure that I'm going to look for places, shelters closer to my job, even though I'm just now realizing that Pennsylvania is a red state now. So going in the suburbs, is it a lot more dangerous than Philly? We'll find out, right? Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. Mercury retrograde, 6th house, routine. And this at the yard, I don't know how to say it, but destiny is here. This is destined. This was planned by God. And the last reading in that as well, because I'm pretty sure this energy that I am it's going to keep coming out. And I'm going to keep repeating myself. Because the moon is under here too, that's the soul. So, but the routine, Wheel of Fortune. I know there's a Wheel of Fortune card in here, but I'm just saying there's just something about the routine, your 6th house, and this Mercury retrograde, reinvention. It's like even when they tried to stop you, you still found a way, just like I found a way, right? They cut the internet. I think I've mentioned that like 3 or 4 times in this video. They cut the internet intentionally to stop me from working because they think that I'm bullshitting. But I've been back in here since I finished lunchtime, and it's now what, 3 o'clock? Damn. Well, 2 hours, 2 hours and 4 minutes. So that makes about much sense. Wait, it's 3 o'clock? Damn, this day is going by. Yeah, because then in the next 2 hours, dinner will be serving. And I also found out that the gas station across the street stole my fucking food stamps, y'all. They stole my fucking food stamps. So now I gotta do all this run around trying to get in contact with these other people to make sure, and then write out a fucking report. Like, there's just so much fucking shit. I don't understand why people feel the need to like do dumb shit like that, especially if you not from here. Like, if you notice, any gas station is ran by a foreigner, right? Most likely someone who's Arabic, Indian, or something like that. Like, or they end up running a gas station or a Dunkin' Donuts, but yet they be the most fakest, most disrespectful motherfuckers you will ever meet. And I don't understand who the fuck pissed on you for you to act that way towards black folks. But like, y'all literally, y'all time is coming in America. I don't know who the fuck y'all be thinking y'all are in these streets, but like, let me tell you something. Just because I'm not about to take no matches and blow up that fucking gas station, don't mean that gas station not gonna blow the fuck up. Not literally, but I'm gonna shut that shit down. That's what I mean about blowing it up. So, routine, reinvention, right? Because they think that because you've been doing everything very planned, very strategically. It's all been a routine. This reinvention here, this Mercury retrograde, all this pushback and bullshit that's been going on, is still change coming. And you're still going to be doing what you're doing, but again, it's just going to be reinvented. It's going to be a little different now. But you're still going to be able to speak your truth, though. I know I'm coming off as crazy. I know I'm yapping. And I know I may be full of shit. But the truth will eventually come out. That's on God. I don't have to. Do I surround myself with people who lift me up? Where am I called to use my voice at? I don't have to make this shit up. And if I wanted to make this shit up, why the fuck would I want to be here making this shit up? Out of all places to be bullshitting and not wanting to do something. Like, come on now. Like, if it was really up to me, I'd literally be out here in these streets. Not like out here in these streets, but like, I'd be fucking traveling on foot. I would have left a while ago. But it's just like, when God calls you to do something, you got to do it. I don't want to be here, but I have to be here. It's required of me. It's expected of me to be here. You know? Because it's my job. It's like, it was no difference when I first got into in here, and I was learning how to do tarot, trying to get affiliated and finding a space to do that. I still can't find a space, but back then though, I did find a space with that one company that wasn't too far from here as they were building up, called Rec Philly. I usually try to keep their name out of it, but like, I went to them because at that time, their slogan was resources. I want to make that very clear. Resources for every creator. That's what REC actually stands for. But when I went there, they didn't have much resources. For every creator, I should say. They had resources for musicians and photographers in that realm of music, entertainment business, right? But that's literally it. When you go in there, if you're not a musician, they were not trying to work with you. Any consultation I had, I told you, I think I mentioned it in the video before, but any consultation I had with them was literally a rip from Gary Vee. And they've actually mentioned like Gary Vee as some sort of like, and I'm just like, lady, sir, like, I knew all this shit because I watched Gary Vee. That's why I'm the fuck out here. Like, why aren't you trying to help the entrepreneur that I'm trying to be? But y'all trying to do all this other bullshit, pushback, right? For me trying to be a gamer. But in that space, right, that's when the Fuck You podcast was manifested, And then that wasn't even the title I created or I was going to work with at that time because of the time or what was happening. I know I'm in my nose and stuff like that, but yeah. But it was. Damn, I lost my train of thought. You good? But in that place though, and that podcast, right? That podcast literally was like the most I was able to do in that place because of their resources that they had. But they didn't really need much resources for me being the gamer that I was trying to be because I've already had my system and my laptop and stuff. I just needed the space. They were acting like they were trying to give me the space, but then as time went on in that space, the work that I was doing was apparently a distraction to everybody else. And that was coming from the CEO of the company to me. So, and I'm just like thinking to myself, well, if you had resources and proper space, I wouldn't be a distraction for people. Even though when I was in there, I've always made sure that I wasn't a distraction. But when you sit in that room and you're trying to do something that's literally not anything of entertainment because you have to do paperwork and stuff because you're the boss, right? You get distracted by me playing the game because you wish you could do that and you can't. So that's another reason why there's been pushback too, because they actually want to do what you do and they can't. But even with that person that's going to end up homeless just like you, they won't be able to handle that homelessness. This is why their life is going to get cut short. But you warned them though. You tried to tell them, but they wouldn't listen. So now, God gotta start taking shit. Because remember, it's gonna start off with signs. He's gonna start off with little signs first. And if you're not following those signs, then you can't get mad when one of your family members or, you lose your job. Because people want to be so prideful. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Come on now. Am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? I think with this person, 5 of Pentacles. I mean, it's 4 here and then there's 1, but they all add up to 5 of Pentacles, and his judgment is here. They're going to have to learn how to learn what losing and gaining is. I mean, for some people, because they're going to have to walk that path that you did, whether they like it or not. And the ones who will survive this, because this is not going to be for everybody's situation, but there's going to be a certain amount of people who sat here and they laughed and played in your face as you was trying to get yourself together in this journey. The Hierophant, I remember, did show up in this layout before I took the cards and threw out 3 cards on this side. So and I wanted to mention too that even what you're doing, whatever you're doing is for God, even though it doesn't look like what you're doing. Your connection with God, your morals and stuff align with Him. So He's allowing you to do whatever it is that you're doing in His name and preach to people in that way so people can better understand who He is. Because what you experience is going to be more relatable than to what any traditional preacher has been doing in the past century. So, am I focused on what am I losing or gaining? You are going through some change, as I stated before. You are scared to let go because of what you might lose. What if you shifted your focus on what you might lose, on what you might gain? Endings are actually new beginnings. Today's soul's action. Today, make a list of all the things you will gain from the change you are going through. Fill your heart, take a breath, deepen into trust. Amazing things are coming. That's beautiful. So now it's like, oh wow, and I put this right here. But the Hermit this is still the current situation though. So go within, isolate yourself, and start writing down, reevaluating your passions and stuff. Everything that you worked up to thus far, it's time to go back and reevaluate everything and see the changes that you need to make as far as moving forward now. Because the way that you have been doing it, or you can't do that no more. Because clearly there's been a lot of pushback, but still, you've done what you could with this method. Now it's time for you to change it up. That's all it is. Be creative, because that wand is there, so that's that passion. And with that Hermit there, that's deep thought, deep isolation. So you got time to get into this energy. I think this is kind of basically could be preparing you for the new year. Oh, and of course, your destiny. So, but I think that's all that I can say. I don't have any other cards on me. Yeah, I don't have any more cards, so I think that's it. But I thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. If you are subscribed, please check out my playlist. I have a bunch of unboxing and flip through the tarot cards if you're interested. And, I have plenty of videos, playlists for these. And if you ever want to catch me live, follow me on twitch.tv at Damont. And I hope to be seeing y'all sometime soon. Thank you again, and y'all take care.